Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of August the 18th, 2025. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation oracle cards, and then we'll do 3-card spread using my Michelle Knight tarot cards, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aries. What messages does Aries need to know? So we should be out of that Mercury retro shadow by now, which is nice. So things should start to move forward a little bit if they've been a bit stalled. But let us get messages for you. Reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. So I love that. Reveal what needs to be seen. So maybe, my darling Aries, there has been something hidden that, now that, during that Mercury retrograde. So now that Mercury retrograde is over and things, can start to move forward, maybe it's time to reveal that new project you've been working on. Maybe it's time to reveal, someone that you're, going out with or that you've been keeping to yourself. I feel for you that this week is going to be, my darling Aries, a good time for you to, like it says, reveal what needs to be seen. So if you have been, following the rules of Mercury retrograde and holding back and not releasing something and just, working on it behind the scenes and things like that, I am feeling that this week may be a good week for you, my darling Aries, to reveal what needs to be seen. Alrighty, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aries. What does Aries need to know for this week of August 18th? Wheel of Fortune, yeah, love it. 3 of Wands, expansion. Yeah, and there's Chariot. There's your green light, my darling Aries, to move forward. Yeah, I love it when all the cards, are in sync. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I will intuitively put the reading together. So you start here with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot is that card of the fortunes turning, my darling Aries. Now, whether that turns in your favor or against you will be up to you, my darling Aries. So, there are, certain rules that go along with, the Wheel of Fortune. There is, it is definitely a sign of fortunes turning, but whether the fortunes are turning in your favor or not in your favor is going to be up to you, my darling Aries. So you are in control here. You are controlling the way the wheel spins, my darling Aries. Only you can control the way the wheel spins. Never leave to chance anything that's important to you, my darling. Sorry, I'm just going to turn that onto silent. Never leave to chance what is important to you, my darling Aries, because, if you allow the wheel to spin in whichever direction, it wants to go itself, then you will be out of control, or your life will be out of control. I feel that you need to take control here, my darling Aries, and that shouldn't be hard for you, being the beautiful fire sign that you are. Taking control is, your card is the Emperor. He is all about being in control, sometimes controlling, but I feel in this instance it's going to be worth it for you to control the way the wheel spins. Control, whatever needs, whatever you need to reveal, whatever, project you've been working on, it's up to you to control when this is released. It is up to you to control how or when you tell people, my darling Aries. That's what I'm getting for you off the Wheel of Fortune here. But I do feel you have great potential of this, fortunes turning in your favor for sure. but as long as you take control and you don't leave it to chance, my darling Aries. Because then you have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is all about, expansion. And, the meaning of the Three of Wands is that, this is supposed to be the young emperor here. And mind you, it's Michelle Knight. But this is supposed to be the young emperor here. And they are looking out, surveying. These ships here in the water are their ships. It's their cargo. They are surveying their business. They are surveying their their assets, to that type of energy. And the advice of the Three of Wands is to make sure to keep a watch of that, and expand if you need to. This is all about this young emperor here watching, like I said, his ships going out into the world, my darling Aries. So, I feel that it's something very strong for you this week is a new project or goal, wish or dream that you're wanting to get off the ground. I feel that this is the week you should release it, my darling Aries, because all the cards that are showing here, and even with that reveal what needs to be seen, are encouraging you to do that. This card here, it's encouraging you to put out into the world what you want to be seen. It's encouraging you to put out into the world what you want to come back to you tenfold. And that's, I speak a lot about the law of attraction, and what you give out comes back to you, my darling Aries. And this is no different. What you are sending out into the world will come back to you. As long as you're sending it out with confidence, you're sending it out, with the knowledge that this is what you want to happen. You can't be wishy-washy about, oh, should I do it? I'm not really sure. Should I? If that's the energy that you're in, my darling Aries, if that's the mindset that you're in, then you're going to get back wishy-washy results, is what I feel for you. So just remember that what you give out comes back to you. And I feel that if you step forward with confidence and go forth with confidence, reveal, this project, goal, wish, dream, whatever it is, with confidence, it's going to come back to you tenfold, my darling Aries. That's what I feel for you off this so far, definitely. And then, you can't make this up. Then you have the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about success and moving forward with willpower, with, driving forward with ambition, my darling Aries. This is a card of Cancer as well. So look, if you have Cancer in your chart anywhere, I would definitely go and tell you to watch the Cancer reading as well. But this is just another confirmation, my darling Aries, of your ideas, releasing them to the world and driving forward with success, my darling Aries. I feel that if, you really need to, if there is a project, goal, wish or dream that you're wanting to drive forward, now is the time to do it, my darling Aries, because I feel a lot of success here coming in for you. Just with all the cards that are here and the beautiful Chariot as well, you're being told that you, and I'm not going to say that you cannot fail, because, it's going to be up to you, my darling Aries. But, as there's a saying that I like, and I don't know whether it was Nelson Mandela or the other one, Martin Luther King. I'm not sure whether it was either one of those, but they said, I never fail. I either win or I learn. And I feel that that is how you need to go into this week, my darling Aries, with that mindset of you cannot fail. You either win or you learn. And I think going forward with that mentality this week will just propel you to the next level, my darling Aries. So look, I've put it all together already. I just feel that the fortunes are definitely turning in your favor. I spoke about that at the start. But like I said, you need to control the wheel. Make sure that it's spinning, that you're wanting it to spin in your favor, not out of control. put out into the world what it is that you want to put out into the world, my darling Aries, because it is going to be successful. You are going to run forward with this idea with gusto. It is your time to reveal what needs to be seen, my darling Aries. So yeah, this is amazing energy for you, my darling Aries. Yeah, love it. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love to know, if what goal, wish, or dream is it that you have, that if you'd like to share that, I'd love to be your audience. Share it with us, and put it out into the world. Speak it out loud. When you speak something out loud, the universe cannot help but put that into motion for you, my darling Aries. All right, let's see what final messages we have for you. Compromise. Look, yep, there may be some kind of compromise that you need to put out there, and that could be with, like I said, taking control of that wheel. There may be something that you need to compromise on. You can't make this up. There's your big happy changes, my darling Aries. So I'm loving this for you. And here we go again. Abundance. Love it. Exactly what I'm seeing here, and exactly what I've just been talking about pretty much the whole entire reading. Within the next few weeks, they say, reconsider. Well, what I feel that is the reconsider is that we've come out of Mercury retrograde now, and it is now time to reconsider what you've been working on, because it's time to reconsider holding it back, because now it's time to let it go, my darling Aries. So you've got some divine energies coming in this week, my darling Aries. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.